Sam Altman is a guy in the internet. Sam Altman is a venture capital bro type dude. We've gone over him before. If you look back way far, way far in the catalog, back when I was talking about Palantir and all that shit, that's where Sam Altman comes from. Basically, long story short, Sam Altman is a Silicon Valley money guy slash idea guy slash maybe to some degree I think he does a little bit of programming, but I don't think that's actually necessary or valuable to his experience. I think he's very similar to Elon Musk in that he maybe has some sort of ostensible bachelor's degree in some sort of engineering discipline from some like Richie Muckety Muck school. But really what he is a guy with access to seed capital and a proven history of basically getting like the government and other large industries to invest in his ideas. I can't remember what the other ones are, but basically Palantir is a CIA-funded artificial intelligence data analytics group that has spread out from there. The Palantir is sort of one of the main people behind, from what I understand and what I can remember off the top of my head, drone facial target recognition systems. So like these are the people that kind of modernized the wholesale mechanized slaughter of people going into the new industrial age, the technological age of warfare. Not a great individual. So since the open AI opened up, right, with the release of like Chat GPT 3 or whatever the fuck it was, a couple years ago, evolving into Chat GPT 4 and 5 and whatever the fuck's out now, all of that stuff kind of generally stems from the open AI analytics system, which is less a actual collective of data scientists and people trying to understand the complexities of thought, and more like a series of completely soulless necromancer types who all are engaging with technology in the same way that like alchemists engaged with peasants' livers and shit in the early like 12th century. They do witchcraft essentially and pour way more resources into minor successes than I think any other type of like investment group in technology. It's really just a black hole of funding. Recently, Sam Altman's kind of come under fire. There was a whole bunch of throw-ups where he was going to get removed from the board, but then all of his engineering staff said that if he gets removed from the board, they're all going to quit. Elon Musk specifically left the OpenAI board and maybe stole some shit on the way out and created Grok, which is basically indistinguishable from any other AI product, which is awesome because they're all ripoffs. So we're kind of seeing that all of these things that kind of descend from this technology are just ripoffs of ripoffs of ripoffs. This is the guy behind the first of the many statements of we have to relentlessly steal uncopyrighted material in order to operate our systems. He's the guy that's like, I need $5 trillion or something absurd in order to get this project to its completion because he wants to create something in the ballpark of 32 of the largest data centers that have ever existed on Earth, privately owned, and he wants people to invest direct money into them. And the people who are like, would build the data centers are even telling him like, that's fucking impossible, dude. We can't do that. We don't have the money, the energy. It wouldn't give the return. That's just insane. There's no way this would ever be paid back. You're a sociopath. You're a madman. So basically, that's who this guy is. And I just want to show what it's like to see him talk, because he's a guy that I think back in the day we'd have done the right thing and just like, I don't know, thrown him off of some high cliff and forgot about him. Like, oh, who is this? Oh, it's Altman the Mad. Like, what did you guys do? Like, well, he kept trying to like steal children's souls by sneaking in through their fucking windows and cutting off all their toenails and eating them while chanting shit. So yeah, we just threw him off a cliff. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, right. We didn't wait at all. We didn't even really talk it out. Like, most people found out the day after, but they were cool with it. So, this is this guy. So this is Sam Altman, and he's got one of these like Silicon Valley faces. I don't know what it is, but he looks like he's being accused of some sort of horror. But also pay attention to the background in this. I don't know what it is, or if this is an AI video, but it's like it's kind of like permeated the reel. And now the people behind him are starting to become kind of like uncanny caricatures of people as well.
Okay. You make a lot of money, do you?
No. I paid enough for health insurance. I have no equity in OpenAI.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. You need a lawyer.
I need a what?
You need a lawyer or an agent.
I'm doing this because I love it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, Senator Kennedy.
Okay. You make a lot of money, do you?
Like where did they find a guy that like had he was 2 lockers down from me in college or high school? This haircut has not existed since 2003, but my man's rocked up in it. This guy right here. Mountain man in a suit. Where the hell?
No. I paid enough for health insurance. I have no equity in OpenAI.
He has 0 equity in OpenAI. Senator, you make a lot of money, do you? No, apparently not. But I think that's just absolutely a lie. he has the truth-telling ability of an absolute liar.
You need
Like
a lawyer.
this is what do you mean? Cheated on you? Cheated? What cheated? Like cheating? Cheated on you? Cheated? Cheated on? Murder? With what? Like you think killed? Murdered? Killed someone? What? Skin? They're wearing. What do you mean wearing skin? What? This reminds somebody else pointed this out. It's like a recent internetism for people that get accused of shit. It's just a certain subsection of people. Someone said Demon Mama did it. And then I was listening to people go over the thing with the Nani person, the researcher person named Nani. And it's the, okay. Vosh does it too. It's like the most reasonable accusation will be levied against somebody. And then they respond with a, okay. Okay. It's that's this face. News to me. Well, I get paid to do work. That's crazy. What do you mean I'm rich? I'm like anybody else. I do things for fun. It's just funny as shit. This goes into this next bit, which is this is a conversation he had with a guy, normal human, with normal human hair texture. This is not, and I refuse for people to make this accusation against him. This is not the hair stolen from some scalped 12-year-old he saw on the side of a highway in Fresno. That's not true. Scalped? Child? What? Why would I scalp a child to wear their hair? What do you mean? With what knife? This is not the hair of a child that was scalped, okay? And it's weird for people to keep bringing that up. It's a strange accusation. Saying that his t-shirt fits strange and sits too tightly on the front of his neck is also weird, and I don't know why people keep bringing it up. The inappropriate color of his flesh, where it's green instead of normal human colors, what do you mean normal? What are you saying? What are you saying that I wear a skin suit? Why was that? I know the lizard people shit is bullshit, but I think there's just some people that act so unhuman that like you would rather believe there's a subterranean race of nefarious ultra demons than like people just act like this because also we had a bunny flop. Rewind. There was a bunny flop. Man, it looks like a Lego piece.
Thank you for being here with us, Sam.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you for having me.
It's been an eventful 24 hours.
We're used to those
No.
at OpenAI, but it has been, yes. So some of our top...
Normally you have to get an Adam McKay writer to get a set this fucking fantastic. No, this is a tiny fucking room. This is a room of like, it looks like it goes back, like it actually looks like a strip club kind of, if you looked at the back. This is a tiny fucking room with next to nobody in it. There's like 30 or 40 people. But they still bought a rotating stage with weird chairs so that you could sit in the most unhuman way too close to lean forward, which is the only comfortable way to sit in these chairs. So you can't like lean back and have normal posture. You couldn't Bill Burr these chairs. You know Bill Burr? Look, I'm just saying, you can't do a Bill Burr. If you can't do a Bill Burr in the chair, get rid of the chair. Okay? It does not need to be on your interview set. I don't know what you fucking mean by that. What do you mean scalped? With what knife? So you have to both sit there like children that are being put out, children that are being timed out. They're being put in timeout on the side of the playground, like on a bleacher or like a little concrete stoop. You know, you got these little motherfuckers out here like, okay, tell me. And then your only other option is to lean forward. So you have to sit in this uncomfortable straight up and down position, or you have to lean in close, like you're about to like maybe like you'll touch foreheads. It's just insanely, it's insanely unhuman to put the stage together that way.
And Bob, our head of research, decided to move on from the company.
And then also it's just rotating.
I'm tremendously grateful for all.
I love the fucking. They've got a cup. He's got a little table. It's as high as everything else.
Time longer than I have. I was still doing Y Combinator work, and they've gone way above and beyond the call of duty for OpenAI. They've done tremendous work, and one of the things that I love is helping to develop talented people, and then if they want to retire or if they want to do something new, I'm always excited about that, and I think that's sort of a key part of the Silicon Valley ecosystem. In addition to being tremendously grateful for them, I'm very excited to empower a new generation of leaders. Mark Chen, who's going to take over Bob's job, I think is absolutely tremendous, and really excited to work with him. Excited to flatten out the org and get to work more closely with the other technical leaders. I have not been as involved in the tech recently as other things because there's been so much going on. I'm excited to do that, and I think that
my dude has the pallor and facial shape of a like Looney Tunes alcoholic. You remember when you used to have alcoholics in Looney Tunes back in the day and have a guy who's green? Oh, hey, Sam. What are you going to bring some of that over to me? The guy, he burps and a bunch of little suds pop up. My man looks like fucking dying. The most inhuman set I've ever seen in my life. Like, just what is good about it? Like, he's actually turning green because he's getting motion sickness from the pointlessly rotating platform that used to be under a sex bed in a prostitute house. A brothel sex bed, rotating stage underneath him. And this guy has to like lean over 50 feet because it's a bench. It's a whole bench. And he left his drink on the tiny little end table that's at the edge of the bench, but it's too far away to reach, and its position's too fucking weird to go and sit next to the drink, and he can't put the drink next to him for, I don't know, whatever reason. And this is just amazing.
This will be hopefully a great transition for everyone involved, and OpenAI will be, stronger for it as we are for all of our transitions. I saw some stuff that this was like related to a restructure. That's totally not true. Most of the stuff I saw was also just totally wrong, but we have been thinking about that. Our board has for almost a year independently as we think about what it takes to get to our next stage. But I think this is just about people being ready for new chapters.
I don't know who this guy is. I don't care. But I feel like we stopped making them in 1985, but like Silicon Valley is bringing back the oldies. You don't see this guy in this shape of guy now. But if you go back to like 1985, this dude would be like a lead in like a pervert college movie, like a National Lampoon's Revenge of the Nerds 2. He would be like a camp counselor, maybe. Like this is a guy that gets like he's the dork. He kind of looks like fucking Judge Reinhold. Got that fucking vibe. This push-backed poof hair. Like, I don't know where you find these fucking guys. They only exist in the immediate proximity of Sam Altman. He's just like opening portals and shit around him to just shitify the universe with background NPCs. Like, who did you ask to ask these questions? We just found anyone. It wouldn't have mattered. Like, who is this guy? It doesn't fucking matter. who's the dude he's talking to? He's the guy that's doing the biggest heist of intellectual property since China decided to modernize. Fucking madman. Hope you enjoyed your time on the West Side.